Okay, lovely ladies, and welcome back. Today I just wanted to have a quick chat about midnight snacking or having dinner really late and why it is so important. I know we've spoken about fasting and reducing your window, but the total fasting window is important, but you will have more win from eating earlier than when you kind of would eat your breakfast later, if that makes sense. Before bed, ideally, you don't want to eat for 2 to 3 hours. So your stomach is empty, all the glucose has been parked or used, ideally, because that's also the thing. If you eat late and then you go lie in bed, the glucose will have to be stored, right? And the problem is you are less sensitive to insulin. Your glucose control is worse because when you go to bed, when it is dark, melatonin goes up. And this is our sleep hormone. But that makes you less sensitive to insulin. And it's a double whammy. That glucose that is still coming in from your meal will be parked, and your glucose control will be worse next day because it will mess with your sleep as well. So if in the night your glucose levels are kind of uncontrolled, your cortisol levels will be high and it has a knock-on effect. So this idea of not eating 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed is super powerful. Okay? And a tip I tell my lovely ladies is brush your teeth after you have had your dinner. And if you normally have a little chocolate or dessert or whatever, make that as close as possible to your dinner. Okay? So not later at 9 or 10. Squeeze it to your dinner, brush your teeth, and then you know the rest of the evening you just don't eat anymore. And it becomes very normal. Okay? I mean, obviously, in the weekends you can make exceptions, but as a general rule, this is super powerful. I hope that makes sense. Bye bye.